start by taking a look at the 2021 Miami Dolphins. All eyes will be on Tua Tagovailoa under center to see if he's the guy to lead this Dolphins team. You can get plus 230 odds on Tua to go over 24 and a half regular season passing touchdowns, and Devante Parker to go over 800 and a half regular season receiving yards. Geoff, do you think this connection will work for Miami and this special will hit?
Yeah, I'm out on both these players. I mean, just straight up, I really don't want anything to do with this. You've got Tua, guy who threw 11 touchdowns in 9 games last season, but this is a player who threw for 6.3 yards per completion. Like he had a worse yards per completion than Andy Dalton, Alex Smith. He had a 50% completion rate in the red zone, which is basically the worst among all starting quarterbacks. Can he improve on these? Absolutely. Is he going to improve to the point where, you can trust him to throw 25 touchdowns? I want nothing to do with that. Again, I think you'll probably see some improvement because he's got nowhere to go but up. But, I don't really want to bet on this guy necessarily long-term being this good a quarterback. And then you've got the Devante Parker issue. This guy's broken 800 yards once in his career. He's played over 12 games once in his career. I want nothing to do with Devante Parker, so I'm completely out on this.
Reid, are you completely out?
No, I'm not completely out. Let's take a look at who Tua had, right, to pass to last year. I mean, it was a bunch of nobodies, really. And look, Devante Parker and Will Fuller, they're not going to break the bank at all. But Tua also was hurt. He didn't have a full season. He had, Ryan Fitzpatrick, future Hall of Famer, breathing down his back. I know he's not a future Hall of Famer, but I'm not going to stop trying. And so there was a lot of things working against Tua. He gets a bad rap, as he should, because he's a quarterback. But now this is the first full season. Will Fuller is there. We know that he complements number one receivers. We saw that in Houston, and it's not a correlation, right? That Houston and Miami are the same. But I do appreciate what a guy like Will Fuller can do for a guy like Devante Parker. And Tua, we just need to see where it's at, right? I think speculation. I think that, yes, he's not a guy that goes downfield, but I do think it opens up this offense. And the one thing I do like, guys, is that their schedule the first 10 weeks, you got Houston, you got Jacksonville, you got teams that allow a lot of passing yards, the Bills, the Raiders. You're going to have to pass quite a bit. And so I like the beginning part of the season for the Miami Dolphins. Don't hate it as much, but if I had to lean one side, I do like Parker if he can stay healthy to go over these yards.
All right, AJ, where do you stand on this?
I agree with Reid here on the Parker half. I do think he'll get there. He's had over 100 targets in each of the last 2 seasons. I expect that to continue. He's got a combined 7 games of over 100 yards receiving. So I definitely think he can hit that 800 yard mark, especially as Reid said, with Will Fuller in the mix as well. For me, though, this all falls apart when you look at the touchdown total. Yeah, rookie season, only 10 games, all those factors that Reid pointed out. But if you carry over his touchdown rate last season to a full 17-game schedule, you're still just getting 19 touchdowns here. Adding 6 more, I think, is a stretch for him in this offense. And I just don't see that touchdown mark hitting.